not openly. Subtly in 18th, 19th century, it is the distance and the place. Therefore, many seafarers try to find out places and shortest route to reach those places, etc. They try to see. Whether you go east or west to reach the Oriental world, because the Oriental world was luxurious and fabulous. Therefore, the Europeans and all other Western countries wanted to search this fabulous wealth in these countries, and then there were land routes, sea routes, they try to find route. So the point, locations, distance has become route eventually, and resources, resource rich, resource poor, or resources can be organized in a better way were made initiative in the birth of geography. And it was like anything you derive according to your imagination. Anything you learn according to your convenience, isn't it? There is one teacher, one student in Mahabharata. Lord Krishna taught all those things to Lord Arjuna. One teacher, one. Buddha taught only 4 students. Only initially he taught only 4 students near Benares, isn't it? That is the place he taught, and then these 4 students carried all over the world the philosophy of Buddhism. Likewise, Jesus Christ has given lectures in the hilltop. Only few hundred people attended, and then they understood and spread. Okay. And then same way, in Islam, as you know very well, when he is traveling with 12 to 20,000 followers, he taught Islam and it spread. So the students and the teacher ratio is entirely different from how you derive. Now in the modern world, you have hundreds of students through the internet, and never know who is your student, never know who is your teacher. So the whole concept of teacher and student has changed. But many of us fail to understand that, and then we try to stick on, I am the teacher. But no, you are not the teacher. Isn't it? So this acceptance of change should be there. You should realize you are not a teacher, you are only a person able to guide them how to learn, rather than you are a teacher. Therefore, the student-teacher relationship has struggle. There is a split in it. And many times, as you know very well, there are a lot of entangles between the teacher and student. And then, as you know very well, in India there are court cases, they are slapping, there are disrespect. All these things are growing in a greater way, because this change in understanding the teacher-student relationship is evident. So therefore, teaching and research, there is a method of teaching, there is the content of that subject also changed, because earlier the subject of geography was royal. The subject of geography was military. In the 19th century and the end of the 18th century, 19th century, 20th century, geography is more military science, more resource science. As you know very well, in Great Britain, it is a military science that is treated as geography. And before that, in Roman Empire or Greek Empire, geographer is a cartographer, and he is in the royal. He cannot go out. He is almost house arrested, because he cannot reveal the map to the other people. There were, I think in old Roman, the cartographer who traveled to see the other places were massacred. His whole family was massacred, because he is able to convey the message through the maps, cartography. Likewise, one of the greatest contribution of geography is it is a visual science. The visual science can convey messages without a word, without a sentence to many people. Isn't it? Each can see the place, each can see the route, and they can understand that in their language rather than this vernacular language. There is no need for the language at all. It's a language of symbols, is a language of picture communication. That is the greatest contribution of geography. And geography is able to unite people. Geography is an integrated science. It is not the science of human understanding. It is not a science of physical understanding. It is not a science of mathematics. It is not a science of administration. You assemble all these things and deliver for the welfare of the whole community, for the welfare of the whole nation, for the welfare of the world, environment. Therefore, geography addresses the issue as holistically. This is very, very important contribution in geography. It doesn't exist in one area, it doesn't exist everywhere. In Saiva Siddhanta, there is a saying, Ehan Anehan.